Oh, you can? Okay, good. Okay. Charlotte, I see you can hear me. Okay, good. You guys have any questions about anything? I'm trying to get this. Did you hear my little analysis there as I was trying to do two things at once here? This new system here. I have a new switching system that allows me to do some interesting things. Not sure if you can see if it works here. Can you see it? You can't see it. Shoot. Oh, by Sunday, Jason. Yeah, I think this. I think it's the. I think there's like been a ban on after a certain time tonight. The governor has said that no unnecessary driving after sometime tonight. So it's going to be pretty bad in the overnight. Now tomorrow morning, I know that the folks in the city and the county are excellent at clearing the roads. So I think that we'll have to watch that by mid. I think you said by midday tomorrow. Yeah, I'm concerned too because I'm going to church, or I think I'm going to go to church. So Jason, that's a very good question, and I'll let you know the latest on that. But right now, I know that in the overnight, with that heavy snow coming down, they're going to really be cleaning those roads off. So it's just something we have to monitor. Um, oh, thank you, Betty. Any other questions? Anybody have any other questions about anything? Are you ready for this cold? The timing is always something with weather. Um, when you have the right cold coming in at the right time, and the moisture coming up at the right time, you just really get. This is one of those situations. And hey there, Mikhail, how are you? Can you hear me? Oh, okay, Betty. Betty, what I say, we got to be careful about this, but I would say, I've been saying this. I think it's the first major storm for Rochester for 2019. I think we can say that the first major storm of the year is happening now. We're seeing the beginning of it right now. To gauge it, we have to look at past storms and kind of look at it that way. But right now, I could easily say that it's going to be our first major storm because we're forecasting in excess of a foot of snow, or maybe or more than a foot of snow. So that's why we say that. Yeah. What else? Sue, hello. Thank you, Sheila. I can hear my neighbor cranking up her snow machine right now. She's a snowblower. Um, Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be coming on from time to time, giving you these updates. Oh, William. Okay, what about the time? Okay, Williams. Good question, William. What time will the snow increase? I think after 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, midnight. Toward midnight, the wee hours. I think that's when it really is going to crank up. After 8 o'clock, midnight, when you're sleeping and I'm up, I think that's when it's really going to crank up. Ray, that's a good question. The gradualness is during the day. I think between now and 8, 9 o'clock, it's gradual, and then again as that storm cranks up, and I'll track it, and whatever adjustments will be made, I'll let you know. I'll give you the latest information. Maybe it'll slow up. Maybe it'll speed up. Uh, this is all based on our forecast, but I'll let you know about that. But yeah, I think pounded overnight is a good way to put it. I think we will be. Yes, sir. Yeah. What's another question? Carl, you have a question? I'm trying to get this. I'll show you something here, but I can't seem to show you. Where is it not working? Let me see. Okay. I'll try to keep you updated there, William. Bill, I certainly will. I have some extra coffee here and all that stuff. Uh, what else? I'm gonna let me see here. I don't know why that's not working. Let me see. You know what? let me just switch back to something real quick, folks. Let me see if I can find something. Any other questions? Okay, hold on a second. Hey there. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I'm very happy that this wasn't around so long ago. I've been using the Facebook for a while, uh, issuing reports every day. Actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, folks, this is my 20th anniversary on WDKX. I'm celebrating 20 years on WDKX this month. Mr. Langston hired me um, 20 years ago. He talked to Arnold, and Mr. Langston said, he said, you're going to get more viewers. I guarantee. He says you're going to get more viewers at 11 o'clock because I was doing the 11, and he was absolutely right. And he kind of like blessed me and introduced me to the black community. Really, he said people love you, and I said I'd never heard these things before. He said people love you. He said, and I love you. We want you on DKX, and it was the most gracious and wonderful um, gesture. Someone that I really admire so much and did from afar at first. And then when he called me in his big office and asked me to do the weather for him, I was just flattered and I was just taken. And he told me all kinds of great things. And so very happy about that. So, but yeah, 20 years at DKX, 25 years now here in Rochester. So it's just been really phenomenal, really phenomenal. So Ricky, do you think we'll have church tomorrow? Can you hear me? What is that? Sandy. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Melanie. How are you? Any other questions about the snow and what we are expecting? Just checking something here. Um, just in case you can see this, and I'm hoping you can, I'm trying to show you a radar. Hey there. Hey, I'm great, Melanie. Hey, Melanie, can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? You? Oh, very good, very good, very good. Okay, okay. Yeah, I have a new system here, and I'm efforting to get these maps. I've got a bunch of maps I want to show you, and I think it's a matter of adjusting some things here. But at least you can hear my voice. Hey, do you have any questions, Melanie or um, Keisha? Any questions about the weather, Michael? Yeah, Singleton, ch- and please correct my pronunciation, Miss uh, Shahim. Uh, Now is a good time to shovel. If you can shovel now because the snow is so light, and I did a little shoveling earlier, this is good. Oh, you can hear me. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, good. Okay. Keisha, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, well, what I was saying earlier to those of you that are just joining me is that we are looking at a major storm, and I call it the first, Rochester's first major storm of 2019. I think it's safe to say it's going to be Rochester's first major storm of 2019. No, no problem with that. Because we're expecting in excess of a foot of snow, in the next 24 to 40 hours or more. So it's going to be our first big storm of the year. And the track of the storm, hey, cuz, looking, thank you. Hey there, Michael. Okay, so let me get back. Let me get my thoughts together here. Okay, so we are expecting our first major storm of the year. And the area of low pressure, the synoptic storm, the surface low is moving across Kentucky. It'll continue to track to the northeast. We are seeing the light snow that's been falling now is the precursor or the outer edge of this system. So it's light snow that we're looking at, 3 to 6 inches. I think here in Rochester, generally 3 to 6 inches by 8 o'clock. And then as the storm gets closer to us, I think that the snow gets more intense and starts piling up. So in the overnight, I think the maximum amount of snow from this storm will be in the overnight period. And you're going to have blowing and drifting snow, and you're going to have wind chills below zero. And so it's going to make tough driving tonight. And I think that the governor has urged people not to be out on the streets unless they have to. So I think the maximum amount of snow and the maximum impact of this storm will be in the overnight period. We'll be tracking it for you. And then tomorrow, as the storm moves to the northeast, it starts tapping into those winds from the northwest, and then that's when we'll start getting some lake effect snow. And you know what happens with lake effect snow. Now tomorrow, I think easily we could see 4 inches of additional lake effect snow, up to 8 inches, especially along the lakeshore. The thing about it is, it's not like the winds are going from west to east, where you have a longer fetch. This time, the lake effect winds are going from north to south. It's a shorter distance across the lake. May not yield as much snow as it would be if it were east to west, but we're going to see several inches tomorrow because of the sharp contrast between the temperatures. Arctic cold air, frigid temperatures in the teens, single digits coming across the lake. That'll give you several inches of snow. So we'll be watching that as well. So that's why we're thinking in excess of a foot, maybe 2 feet of snow here by tomorrow into Monday from the lake effect snow. So that's what we're expecting. Melanie. Here in New York City, I was going to meet folks, but the Corning chapter president said all safe folks were. Yeah, that's yeah, I think that's a wise idea, Melanie. They should be very cautious. I was just saying the upstate folks decided not to come. I see. Yeah, it's probably wise. Travel's going to be pretty bad. I would say I would follow what the governor says, and we were looking at this forecast-wise, like I was looking at Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, the way it looked, the way things were coming together with just the way the pattern came together and so forth, looked like it would be pretty bad to be driving, especially tonight. So I think that's probably a good idea. Hello, Robin Hill. What else do we have there? Hi, Valencia. How are you? Staying warm? You guys have any questions for me? I am trying to. Hello there. Where is my. Let's see. So, I'm going to. Yes, ma'am. I'm very happy to do it. It's, I was telling folks that I was fortunate to be hired by Mr. Langston 20 years ago, and that's kind of it's just been a boost to my life and career working at that station. And this storm reminds me actually of a storm that we had back in 1999, shortly after I started working at DKX. I don't know if you guys remember. I put a graphic up. It was around my birthday, which is March the 4th, 1999. We had a couple feet of snow and on the ground. I'll give you a graphic that shows that as well. Hello, Glinda. How are you? Yes, ma'am. Yes, warm, and got my coffee here and my mug here. But the thing about these storms, I don't know about Monday, Keisha. I would say I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something, Keisha. Monday morning, Monday morning, folks, is going to be extremely cold. I can see temperatures near zero at Sunday night into Monday morning. Single digits. It's going to be very cold Monday morning. So that's a consideration. You know, when I was teaching in the schools, there were certain criteria for when they would keep kids home. If you had a if you were expecting some below zero wind chills and so forth, this is not going to last forever. It'll be a very cold start Monday morning. I'll keep you updated on that. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know if people are being advised to stay home. Um, but I can tell you it's going to be very cold Monday morning. That's a good question. Yeah. Mhm. So I'm going to, you guys, I'm going to, unless you have any more questions right now, I am going to uh, update some maps here. It's just after 4 o'clock. And I think between now and 8 o'clock, I think roughly we're looking at a few more inches of snow here. So I'm going to update my maps, update some information here. And I'll be back on. And I hope you can join me for another round. I really appreciate your questions. If you have any more questions, just you know, type them up, send them to me. I'll answer them for you. I'll try to answer them for you. All right. So that's it for now. I'm meteorologist Richard McCollough, coming to you from the Weatherfield Forecast Update Office in Rochester, New York. We'll have more coming up. Thanks.